everyone, and welcome to the video. This is Professor Limburger and Spleen Lejeune, and we are here to present you guys round 1 of the Gymbreakers World Cup, where Belgium is playing against Uruguay. So the team that we're going to present to you guys in this video is pair 1 of Belgium, which is Basics and Lundberger, and we are playing against Uruguay's team, Deque 26 and Enzo Koza. So to start out with, we're going to have Spleen help me out here while we go over the first video that we have against Deque 26.
Yeah, exactly. And looking at Deque 26 team, what were your thoughts?
I know that Shadow Obama Snow is also pretty dangerous, kind of like our Shadow Articuno. And actually, this is kind of fun for you probably, Spleen, because we were running the same team in this tournament.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
So I don't feel too threatened by it because I feel like we have a lot of good answers on the team. The Marowak is pretty dangerous also against having 2 ices, so I don't remember quite how I play this one to start. I think I go with a rather safe start, probably Vigoroth.
That's true. That I don't think I will have played my Shadow Articuno because of the Marowak and the Obama Snow as well, the Shadow Obama Snow. So let's see. So for game 1 against Deque 26, you lead Vigoroth into Stunfisk, so it's a very good lead for you, a very positive lead.
Yeah,
so
and obviously you build up to the Bulldoze, and then we'll see what I decide to do here.
So you shield correctly the Earthquake, and you are going to bait with the Body Slam.
Yeah, but it doesn't take the bait, so we'll go for shield. Another.
Another Body Slam is coming then.
But to be honest, Vigoroth is the strongest against this team, so I know that I, need to preserve the health a little bit on it.
Yeah, exactly. And you farming down after the Rock Slide, and is coming with the Awak then, and you go straight Bulldoze.
Right. Yeah, I know. I probably, even if I fake it out, I know that I just won't put whatever my next mon is one that is weak to Marowak. So still feel I'm in a pretty good position.
And you really did well with this Bulldoze. And then it comes the Marowak. It's probably a Shadow Ball here.
Yeah, even still, I'm not going to block it because it's almost gone.
And
I feel they make a mistake here. They swap. So they're giving me enough energy to bubble beam it and take down the attack a little bit. And then obviously I'll come in with something that will be a little more dangerous against the Obama Snow.
Yep, with the Marowak.
So now it's just a regular Obama Snow basically. So I don't feel so threatened by its moves.
Yeah, because if I am correct, the Shadow Obama Snow I think beats the G-Fisk.
But since I bubble beamed it, then it's not as concerning.
That's a nice switch from his part.
Yes, indeed.
I think for the Bone Club, yeah.
But now I'm going to farm it down, and then I'll have an attack ready.
Yeah, almost 2 Rock Slides, and that should be enough maybe to KO. Yes, exactly. So very first good game, a nice read with this Vigoroth lead.
Yeah, really looking at his team, Vigoroth is the best play. But obviously with the regular Stunfisk, the Vigoroth isn't the best, and I want to save it for matchups that I know that it does better. So I switched in my Stunfisk because I'm recognizing that also has major play against this team. And with an energy advantage, it can even take out Swampert in the one shield.
Exactly, with 1 mud shot advantage, you can go straight to Earthquake. That was a bit weird that he didn't insta switch.
I also thought so.
So I was a bit wondering if he didn't have any counters to G-Fisk.
Yeah, and now that he switched so late, he's switch locked against my Mantine.
Yeah. And he goes straight Shadow Ball here, and you are going to go straight Bubble Beam.
Yep. And normally, I just, even though Shadow Balls hurt,
Mm-hmm.
Feel like the Mantine has already done its job for the most part. So
Very nice call on your part. And he decides to switch to Shadow Obama Snow, and you have your Vigorot.
yeah,
That
I mean, even still, I have to block the charge moves because Shadow Obama Snow hits hard.
yeah.
But
And
in
you're-
return, it gets hit pretty hard as well, so it's pretty frail.
Yeah. And now you are loaded on energy with the Vigorot, and this Bulldoze is going to KO.
Hmm.
And that's
And then it's just one punch, I think,
Yeah.
basically. Yeah.
and that's GG. And
Yep.
the last game against a very good lead for you with Mountain into Awak. Nice.
Yeah, I took a risk because I figured that since I was leading Vig the last time, that Marowak has the best play against it because you need to at least land the Bulldoze to do damage on it.
He safe swap. He sack swapped into his regular Stunfisk, but now he's debuff and he's switch locked into your G-Fisk.
Yep.
So yeah, I assume it's going to be difficult for Diegi26 to come back into the game.
I think so too. And here's like a thing with a G-Fisk on a G-Fisk, I hate baiting because if it doesn't land, you just feel horrible. So it's like I guess I would rather waste the energy and land something than have them not shield and you only do like 1/8 damage.
Yeah, usually I just bait when I need to bait for the win, but it depends also if you have CMP or not.
So I'm comfortable letting him take it out because I have a full health Mantine.
Mm-hmm.
And again, if it's an Obama Snow in the back, I still have a Vigoroth that it's
The
completely-
Vigorot, yeah, exactly,
Yep.
and it's an Obama Snow. So again, very good read on your part. Just predicted nicely what your opponent was doing. So very nice.
Yeah. So this thing's about to be taken out.
Yeah, exactly. Without a shield, basically, it's GG for you. Very nice play into this game. So into your next opponent, so Enzo Cosa. So what were a bit your thoughts here against his team? We see that he has a pretty similar team to the previous opponent, with the exception of Skarmory. I think that was not in the previous team.
Marowak has been replaced with the Skarmory, which means for me, I think that I will probably bring in one of the ice, most likely the Shadow Articuno. Because he just has such good plays against almost everything. I think it beats everything except for Vigoroth in the 2-shield scenario.
Yeah, that's correct. Exactly.
And probably by looking at it right now, also the Vigoroth and the Galarian Stunfisk also look pretty good against this lineup. So we'll see how most likely I usually lead Shadow Articuno if I use it, but I think most people who have Shadow Articuno lead it, so I don't know if I'm trying to trick them, and then I will lead something that's actually like the Vigoroth.
Yeah, usually I don't lead with it the first game because I'm expecting people that to think that I'm going to lead with it.
So you're gonna counter
this,
it.
A bit this mind game, those kind of things. So let's see how it goes against Enzo Cosa.
All right.
So you decide to lead with Shadow Articuno into the Skarmory.
Yep.
So in the 2-shield scenario, you win, but in the 1-shield, this game is for Skarmory. It doesn't shield the first one.
And I'll shield it up. Apparently on PV Poke, it has the Shadow Articuno losing this, but that's because they have you charging up to a Hurricane and then baiting with Icy Wind. But if you go straight Icy Wind, you'll always hit it before they hit the Sky Attack, so it's a good indication.
Ooh, Brave Bird.
Yeah.
And you come with the Mantine to farm down. Here come the G-Fisk, insta swap into the Vigorot, and Enzo is bringing his own Vigorot as well. But
And I did that on purpose because I thought about bubble beaming the Stunfisk first, but I figured that he had a Vigoroth in his lineup, and I figured since I had an energy advantage that I could take out the Vigoroth,
yeah,
do some
exactly.
damage on the Stunfisk, and then I still know that the Mantine can beat it. So
Exactly, that was a very nice read because I think that you just got one counter advantage. Here I see maybe lagged a bit. Not sure.
I was wondering if he just didn't throw because he wanted to get some extra
With the
fast
G-Fisk.
moves onto the Stunfisk so he could throw the rock slides before it hit the bubble beams.
Yeah, maybe. So here you go straight bubble beam.
Yeah, and I know that this won't take me out, but it's gonna get really close.
Yeah, really close, and then you just go ice beam.
So I gotta ice beam him. Yep.
Yep.
And even still, I think it's slightly out of ice beam range, but the bubbles will end up doing it afterwards.
Yeah, exactly. So very close game, but you took the win. Second game, you lead Vigorot into Skarmory, and you decided to directly switch to Mantine.
Yeah, I don't know if that was the best call, but I figured that Vigoroth has a lot of play against his team, and so I didn't want to waste it on the Skarmory, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Looking back, it might not have been the correct move, but here we see MP tied.
Yeah, and you decide to let go. Oh, nice! Your Mantine survived. I really thought.
Yeah, because I had already debuffed it, so I knew if it wasn't a Brave Bird that I would at least be able to get another move off.
And it's a double debuff, so now you are going to farm with a bit of energy with the Shadow Articuno, and he decides to bring his Vigorot.
Yep, so I'm debuffing him, and then I'm switching to my Vigoroth.
Very nice play, because now you can tank more easily this body slam.
Yep.
And you can just farm it down, and you shield.
Yeah, I think that's where I made the mistake.
I don't know, because now you are loaded on energy, so it could be a play as well.
Yeah, tell me.
No, that was a mistake.
Yes, because this was my thought. I was like, I figured that he had a Stunfisk in the back, and now I know that I have an unguarded Articuno against the Stunfisk, and it's pretty much good games.
Yeah, that's.
So I needed to save at least one shield for this scenario, but he had really good counting, and he saved that Sky Attack for the perfect moment. I was really debated whether or not to let the Vigoroth with energy go down.
So last game you lead Shadow Articuno into the Stunfisk. So we are going to see how you are going to play it and how Enzo is going to play it. So obviously you shield because Rock Slide will almost KO.
Yeah, and I've noticed a lot of times that they'll let you win the 2-shield because then they will bring in like a Vigoroth and farm you down.
Yeah.
So since I debuffed it a bit, I did a sacrificial swap onto my Mantine.
Very nice switch here. And he indeed is coming with the Vigoroth then. This body slam is going to put you in the deep yellow. You go for the bubble beam here.
Mm-hmm. Because I'm hoping maybe I can get to another if they try to overfarm, but doesn't look like it.
Yeah, exactly. And this body slam is going
debuffed a bit
to KO, and you are coming back with the Shadow Articuno.
Yeah, because
Icy Wind.
And that's where I made the mistake. I thought it was dead, and so I swapped into my Vigoroth. But I should have just stayed in, I think, and just like I sharded it, fast moved it down, because then I would have had maybe an Icy Wind to throw at the Skarmory, or if the Stunfisk, if they chose to bring it back in.
Yes, I think probably because you will have had the Icy Wind because you had like one ice shard So I think you will have reached the icy wind at the same time as the rock slide, or at the same time as the sky attack.
It's always hard looking back, you know, you're like, oh, if I would have just done this.
And here with still one shield.
Yeah.
It's going to be hard to pull out the win.
So since it's only debuffed once, I think it takes me out at this range.
Yeah, exactly.
And then I don't have enough energy to.
So very really nice from very close game and very nice from Enzo. Nice plays here. Let's switch to Basics then games against Diegi this time. Looking at Basics team and Diegi's team, what do you think are the play for Basics?
Let's see, on his team there is good play for the double fighter strategy, I think, because the Obstagoon has Night Slash as well, which is good against the Marowak. And also, I think the other move is Cross Chop, which is good for the Stunfisk. Obviously, both moves are good against the Obama Snow. Yeah, so maybe the double fighters with either Driftbloom or Mantine, I would guess, would be something that would be.
Yeah, it's a Driftbloom is a very interesting Pokemon in this meta because usually it prevents Vigoroth safe swap, and you don't want to see Vigoroth stuck into a Driftbloom.
No, that's true. It's the most depressing situation when you are the Vigoroth.
Yeah. So he decides to lead Obstagoon into the regular Stunfisk.
This is good for the regular Stunfisk. It can go straight Mud Bomb and win, unless obviously the Obstagoon gets a boost.
Yeah, get the boost. So
but it's actually a pretty smart move too, because they switch out. But I mean, getting rid of one of the fighter counters right away is better than the Vigoroth could get in without as much struggle.
So he threw the Night Slash and then swap out into the Mantine. Diegi threw the Sludge Wave, and as you can see, it hurts. Here it's an Hydro Cannon. Resisted.
Nice. Wow, this is a very aggressive farm down.
Yeah, exactly. And now he has like 2.5 bubble beams. That's going to so he goes for the bait and then for the ice beam.
And the bait got blocked, so well played.
Very well played.
Oh my goodness.
Just farm it down.
This Mantine's going to town.
Yeah, exactly. And then he can bubble beam down the Vigoroth, and I think the job of the Mantine was done perfectly. He comes back with the Obstagoon. Here, I don't expect a shield. Yeah,
I think he's just wasting the Vig's energy. Now
and
coming
then
in
you
with his own.
With the Vigoroth, and basically you can just counter it down and double shield, and he even goes for the flex of not shielding.
Flex no shield. What a jerk.
Second same lead, and this time it's a switch into Vigoroth, and Basics bringing a Mantine, not shielding the first body slam, and going
for the bubble beam bait.
Yeah, for the bubble beam. That goes unshielded. It's going to be another body slam. No shield again. And now he's going for the ice beam. And no shield and KO.
And it lands.
Yep.
So here we go again with the bubble beam.
Oh yeah. What a nightmare. When things are played perfectly with Mantine, it's I think it's the best mon of this cup.
Yeah, I also agree. That thing can put in work, and that was smart of him to bring in the Vigoroth to the Stunfisk because it has better play than the Obstagoon. And now he's lined up with the Marowak, which is perfect for the Obstagoon. Assuming like just going straight Night Slashes and hoping for the boost.
Yeah.
Not that I think he really needs it at this point, but it's still fun to get.
Yeah, and both players haven't shielded yet, and
Oh,
yeah,
you got it.
the boost plus the shield, so that's just perfect. So here goes another Night Slash.
There goes both shields.
Oh,
wow, clutch.
Wow, very clutch. Very clutch. And now he still has a Vigoroth and a shield, so basically this game is over again.
Man, I like these flexes he does at the end. Oh, you're throwing moves at me?
Yeah.
On a half health Vigoroth?
Yeah.
I don't need this shield.
He's doing that again. And he goes for the bulldoze. That's really for the flex. Very nice, Basics.
So game 3.
Yeah.
Same lead each time. Oh.
Not this time it's not a favorable lead for Basics, so he decides to bring his Vigoroth.
That's interesting because I always hate doing that, but it's apparently not the bad play always. But to me, putting a Vigoroth into something that already has energy feels a little bit dangerous.
Depending on the IVs of your Vigoroth, if you have a good IV one, you can have one counter disadvantage and still pull out simultaneous KO.
Ah, interesting. I have a 99% PvP IV Vigoroth. So maybe I should have been doing that more often.
Yeah, that could work, I think. I think I have a rank 4 or something like that, and it's working for mine.
This is just a Hydro Cannon, no biggie.
Hydro Cannon, resisted, so come the Stunfisk. So here he decides to change and to go straight to Ice Beam. And then that goes unshielded. Very nice.
This is interesting that he's going for the Night Slash. You just think he's trying to get the boost?
Yeah, I think he was expecting a shield, so in that case, it's better to do the Night Slash in case you got the boost. I guess.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
And he's in a very favorable situation.
Yep.
Here. He decides to not to shield. That's
so dangerous.
Yeah, that was dangerous.
But it makes sense because if the Stunfisk had enough energy to get off a discharge, that's obviously what the needed to do.
Very nice play by Basics. I think it was a 3-0 as well. Let's see how we did against Enzo Cola. Your thoughts on the team? Do you think he has as well again room for the double counter strategy?
Oh yeah, I think it almost even works better because the Skarmory, it's not as susceptible to the Night Slashes, but it's more susceptible to the counter damage.
Yeah, and I think Obstagoon beats Skarmory in the one shield scenario.
Okay, well yeah, I'd probably go the same strategy that he went before, or maybe even the Galarian Stunfisk.
Let's see then how we played it. My opponent from Uruguay was running the double counter strategy, and I really struggled a lot against him.
Yeah, I think he 3-0'd almost everyone on our team as well. So
yeah, exactly. Let's see how Basic did then against Enzo Cosa. So in the lead, it's Obstagoon against Vigoroth lead.
Let's just swap out to the Mantin.
Yep. And swap into the Skarmory on the other side.
Oh, CMP there. He was trying to get some extra moves in.
He blocks this Sky Attack and he decides to go Ice Beam. So likely not shielded.
Yeah.
Then it's going for the Bubble Beam bait. No shield again.
No shield again. I doubt that he shields this.
No, and it's not going to
probably
KO.
Just a farm down. Yeah.
And now he has like 2 Bubble Beams.
Let's see what comes in to answer the Mantis.
And it's a Mantine as well. and is going to try to land this this ice beam. Oh,
Oh,
that
couldn't
was
tell with
weird.
the animation there. Yeah. Did it
Yeah,
land?
I don't know. I don't know, to be honest, because yeah.
So, but it's debuffed, so not as threatening here.
So
is
now
it?
you very weird.
Yeah.
Very weird. And now then is farming a bit more and is going to throw this this body slam.
Gets the last shield.
And this body slam is going to KO. It's going to come with the obstacle, then coming back with the mountain. I think that was
a pretty big wall to the.
Yeah, I think it was
obstacle.
trying to catch the cross shop here with the mountain. That was a very nice move, intended, but yeah, I don't see any chances.
No, there's no comeback at this point.
To overcome this.
Even if he takes out the, he will never get a chance.
So nice game by Enzo Cosa. Next game against is this obstacle lead for Basics.
Basics really likes the obstacle lead.
Into the mountain.
So he's boost fishing right here.
Yeah, he's trying to go for the boost. So is it going to be an ice beam or a bubble beam? It's an ice beam.
Ooh.
It does.
But I suppose if you're in Basic's position, you're not too worried because even like I said before, even if one of your counter users gets taken out, he's most likely has the other one in the back.
Yeah. And he put the mountain into the red, and here the mountain decides to go bubble beam instead of ice beam, and now the mountain has to shield or is going to lose switch. He's going to lose the lead. And he's coming with the Skarmory and now with the Vigoroth. So interestingly, the Vigoroth can win the 2 shields against the Skarmory.
Let's see if he plays it that way. Yep, recognizing.
Yeah, I assume that's the play. He should.
That's what he was waiting for.
Yeah, exactly. Now at this stage, it's going to be a GG for Basics because
I guess if you really think about it, that was the best way to play because he didn't want to reveal that he brought the Drifblim because you need the Vigoroth pretty much to counter a team with 2 counter users.
Mm-hmm. So it's a nice read from Basics, taking into consideration what happened in the game in game 1, and then adapting his team. Still keeping his double counter strat, but seeing that his opponent was bringing the Vigoroth and then just hard countering it with the wall Drifblim.
I do find it interesting that he's not farming up extra energy to throw at the Skarmory ahead of time. I feel like he could have farmed down the Vigoroth a little bit more.
Yeah, he could actually.
And then maybe just thrown a Shadow Ball at the Skarmory, or even an Icy Wind to debuff it for the Vigoroth.
Icy Wind. I think he's just confident at this stage that because now with 2 body slams, I think it should be enough to
definitely be enough to take it out.
So very nice game, and we go to game 3. And it's a mountain lead into a Vigoroth, so no
mixing it up now.
No obstacle this time. Not shielding the first body slam, and
going for a bubble beam bait.
Not shielded. And second body slam is not going to shield.
Gonna go for the ice beam again?
Yeah.
Oh,
CMP.
Now it's rough to decide what. I would do that too.
Yeah, usually when you have like so much energy, you shield.
But I'm surprised that the Vigoroth didn't, because it was a pretty obvious.
Yeah, that was an ice beam.
Yeah.
And he decides to keep his Vigoroth alive and to come with the Skarmory, and the Basic decides to bring his Obstagoon. No shield on the Sky attack. His opponent still has 2 shields.
Yeah, so he's just going Night Slash each time.
So he drew the first shield, and I assume here he's not going to shield.
Doesn't seem worth it at that point. And then in comes the Vig. Yep.
Yeah, coming with
Probably
the
just
Vigoroth.
counter him down.
Yeah, aggressive farming, but the Skarmory is going to reach a Sky attack before fainting down.
This
and
one will
now
be close. Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's his own Mantine answering. Let's see how this plays out.
Yeah, but he has like 2 body slam, so that he's taking.
Yeah, at least he's getting in some damage before the bubble beam goes through.
Exactly. Oh.
Ooh.
He tried to catch, I think, the bubble beam on and he barely survives.
Just enough to get it off himself.
Exactly. And that could be a
that was well played, yeah.
That could be a real game changer, because now he's going to put the Mantine into the red with this body slam. And
oh boy, let's see. And it's a debuffed ice beam if it's an ice beam. So yeah.
Oh,
not enough energy to do anything, and this could be good game. Oh man. All of them were just going down.
What a finish.
Oh no.
Amazing finish.
Oh, I think if he would have gone in Mantine first before the Skarmory, it could have been a different story.
That was amazing.
Oh,
amazing
well
finish by Basics.
Unfortunately for us, the Belgian team, Uruguay did end up with a final score of 22-26, so they advanced on to round 2 of the Gymbreakers World Cup.
So thank you everyone for watching the video and listening to us. Don't forget to like our video, to subscribe, and to stay tuned, because more content is coming very soon.